So right now, Trump's campaign is running scared, trying to figure out what their line of attack is. Of course, they started with that DEI bullshit because what else would the conservatives and the Republicans and the MAGA base ever do besides dog whistle? They're calling her the DEI candidate. The hypocrisy is so wild to me that y'all went in and voted for a man who had zero executive experience, zero experience in service, zero experience in office. This motherfucker was a failed businessman, 6 times bankrupt. And I know y'all MAGA based people who don't want to hear anything. Y'all motherfuckers always gotta be like, well, you don't understand. He's a real businessman. Businesses go bankrupt all the time. It's just business. You really think, do you think I mean, it's like, do you think that declaring bankruptcy is the first option people choose when they're trying to reorganize their business? You think that's the first option that they choose? You don't think motherfuckers are filing for bankruptcy when they're at the end of their rope? Yeah, it might be strategic, but you don't think that's that they're at the end of the rope when they get to that strategy? Y'all don't be thinking. So you mean to tell me that this man who had no experience in office, had no experience in civil work, civil service, had no experience in grassroots organizing, had no experience at all. You mean to tell me that what was it, the Celebrity Apprentice that made him qualified to be president? You mean to tell me that the rich white man who never ever freaking had any office, the rich white man who never did any civil service, never worked for the people, who had a famous TV show and got in office based on that, you mean to tell me he's not the DEI candidate? I mean, it's so absurd and it's so bold and disrespectful to Black and brown people who work their fucking asses off to get half as far as white men like Donald Trump. What the fuck did he do to earn his spot? Inherit $1 million from his daddy back in the 1970s when $1 million equivalent today is fucking $1 bazillion? That's what he did to earn his spot? And these motherfuckers have the nerve to say that Kamala Harris, someone who was a prosecutor, who was an elected DA, who was an elected attorney general, who was an elected senator, who is an elected vice president. She is a DEI candidate. This line of attack on Kamala is so embarrassing that even Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, conservative big dog #1, told them to zip it. Told them to stop with that line. This is 2024. People don't want to hear you dog whistling, motherfuckers. DEI. Of course, they're going to attack her for being a woman, and they're going to attack her for being Black, and they're going to attack her for being South Asian. What a shocker.